recording. The room began to fill with mist, coming from one of the tables where all of the ill-begotten goods are displayed, and the whole room itself just became awash with confusion. Several of the bodyguards of Mosely Shoals have succumbed to whatever effect seems to be affecting Baccae as well. She's kind of dancing around joyously, and you kind of get the vibe that it's the epicenter is straight to directly to the south of Mosely. It's the same kind of effect that kind of jaundiced yellow mist that you experienced in the alley when the spiders came out of that guy's mouth, and there was a sensation of being covered with sticky webs. This is a different sensation, but it's you guys identified it as a dream haunt, so it's a very similar effect. I'm going to get everybody to roll for initiative when you're ready.
I like it. I'm asleep.
What type of effect is this?
This right now...
Is it confusion or...
It is, but it's not. It's, let's see here. It is a... it's an enchantment, charm, mind affecting.
Enchantment, charm, mind affecting. Okay.
And there's a confusion component to it, which hasn't taken effect yet, but will. So I don't know if that... Does that matter for Baccae?
I'm just looking at... Yeah, I'm just looking through. Okay. Well, I didn't roll well.
See, it's a will save. The DC was 20. I think of your group only Baccae succumbed to the effects. Arthur, you could give me is it perception or sense motive? Whatever you're better at.
Right. Just give me a second. I am better at sense motive currently. So.
Okay. DC is 15. Okay. So you can see from where you are, you can see that the effect is clearly emanating from the southwest corner of the room. That's where the mist is most concentrated. You can also note that the gentleman behind you, he has succumbed to the effects, and let's see here. I'm going to give him that's number 2. Okay. He seems like he's absolutely terrified of whatever he's seeing. You can see a couple other guys, another guy across the room. Nearest Baccae also seems to be engaged in some sort of conversation with something that isn't there. And you hear some screams from the gentleman behind the gentleman right behind you. You've also got the what you've identified as the dream haunt in the corner. What would you like to do?
So these gentlemen, it's safe to assume that they are not really paying attention to me necessarily.
Not necessarily, no.
All right. I'd rather them not see me casting spells, but I feel like in their state, they're probably not going to remember me doing it. So I feel comfortable enough doing so right now. I'm going to take a step over here.
Okay.
Actually, I am going to take a step because I don't want to be near these folk just in case that delirium do
Okay.
anything unwise. I am going to go ahead and target this dream haunt with a good old magic missile.
All right.
Since I've seen that was effective last time.
It was.
I want to cast magic missile.
At the darkness.
Or two. Let me check. Cast levels 5. Okay. All right. How do I target again? What did I just do?
Oh, that was me. I'm just getting an initiative for midnight.
You did that right as I pressed T to target this thing. Hold on. There we go. I'm used to a different VTT, so I have to remember how to use this one all over again.
Which one? Roll20 or Foundry?
Foundry.
Yeah, it's a nice one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite nice. Not great, but it's fine.
Yeah.
That's going to be 9 force towards him as I fire those little arcane darts his way.
Okay, and it interacts with the mist and seems to have full effect.
That was my move and my action, so yeah, I think that is roughly it for now.
Okay. So Shiver Dealer number 2. Let's see here. He's going to roll on the old-fashioned confusion chart. So he's babbling incoherently, but he's also screaming in terror. And this is the gentleman that seems to be engaged in a conversation with some sort of probably maybe a female or something like that. And maybe he turns his attention to Baccae, and he's got it in his mind that maybe Baccae is somebody else. So let's see here. The Vigilant Bodyguard. They look like they're just street fighters. They don't have any weapons on them, but they look like they're street toughs.
Okay.
Let me see here. I'll do a perception check too, see if he understands what's going on. And I'll do one for... So let's see here. Shiver Dealer number 2. No, it's Vigilant Bodyguard number 1. Okay. He's just acting confused. He's not doing anything. He's not. Things haven't really kicked off yet. Zed.
I'm going to look around and see if I see anybody that might have triggered this.
Are you in the room or are you kind of out on the stairs?
No, looks like I'm right outside the door there.
Okay.
Is that, am I looking at that right? Is that the
Yeah.
door?
Yeah. The door is right behind Midnight, I think.
Oh,
Midnight.
I see.
Uh,
I'm looking behind me, and I'm looking at, I guess, the folks that I can see, which
okay.
would be 322,
Yeah. You see
whatever.
these are the guys that were out in the courtyard that were kind of watching the gate, and they seem oblivious to whatever's happening. You know something's happening because you can see Baccae acting even more strangely than normal.
Okay.
She's
Uh,
in the throes of some kind of crazed dance. She's spinning around and hooting, and
all right. I'm guessing I don't see it from where I'm standing.
you,
So
you didn't feel
after I
any
glanced around,
effects or anything like that. Are you able to tell if Baccae is under the effect of an enchantment?
yeah, I'll dip into her mind for the round.
Okay, so you see the haze of dreams effect. Basically, you see what she sees, which is it's a instead of a room full of people who are tensely about to grab daggers and throw down, it is a festive party with all your friends, and everyone seems to be dancing and having a great time.
All right, then I'll just push into her thoughts. Think free. What you're seeing is not real, and I guess that's probably all I can do this round.
Okay, does that trigger another?
I don't know. It's up to you, I guess. There's nothing in my abilities that say it would trigger anything.
Okay,
If it's like an illusion, then you can point out an illusion of have somebody make a new save with a +4 or something like that.
yeah,
I don't think it's an illusion, but still.
no,
Yeah, I've got
this is an enchantment, but yeah,
I've got a lot of possession save type things, but I don't see anything against illusions.
What about enchantments?
Um,
Because this is an enchantment.
no, there's so much possession abilities where I get to roll twice, all these different things, but nothing against illusions. Illusions just as susceptible as the next person.
Well,
Okay,
this is not an illusion.
what about confusion?
Confusion, I do have some special things. Where is it? It allows me to reduce certain things.
You get the effect. You get the
But if you become dazed or stunned, you can choose instead to become confused for twice the duration the dazed or stun effect would have normally lasted. So that's not going to help me here either.
okay.
So I'm just going to try and tell her, shake it off, not real.
Okay, you get the vibe that she might act erratically.
Yeah, I'm guessing I'm going to roll in the confusion part. So
Yeah, she's gonna get she's gonna get an extra save because of your link with her, and you're able to interfere
all right, well, that
in
was my turn. She's later.
in a positive way with her. Let's see here.
Okay. And this is Will, you said. So
Yeah,
let's
it's a
see.
will save here.
Let me see. I think I get a +2 if I'm within 5 feet of her, just to get that. We roll twice for possession,
Sacred weapon here.
and +2 AC. Yeah, her wheel sucks.
Okay. So Avis draws out her Kopesh, her curvy sword, and she tries to strike at the Dream Haunt and hits it. and the blade kind of interacts with the mist and kind of cleaves it apart a little bit. That guy there, he kind of backs off from Baccae, and as he does so, Velkeen, you're able to act.
Okay.
Give me a perception check, Velkeen, or a sense motive, whatever you're better at.
Okay. Perception's going to be under skills.
Yep. Or it's also on the front page, too.
It is?
Yep.
Okay. Initiative.
On, let's see here. The very front page, it's you'll see PERC, perception check. Under the strength, speed, where it says low light vision.
I see strength, dexterity, constitution,
Keep going
intelligence,
down.
wisdom.
Then you'll see speed 30. And then you'll
Speed
see a
30,
little
yeah.
button that says perk, and then the little dice.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they just put that one on the front because that's the one you roll the most often, and it makes it handy. So you see the shiver dealer that brought you guys all into the room. He's absolutely horrified, and he's screaming. The guy just beyond him looks like he might be getting ready to act violently. In addition to this mist in the corner that you're not sure that your arrows will affect or not.
Yeah, it's missed. I don't think it will. So I'm assuming these guys are under some kind of mind control, right?
Yeah, you got when the mist burst into the room, you got kind of a sensation of you maybe things seem to slow down a little bit, but it didn't really take effect on you. These guys are definitely having some sort of delusion, as is maybe the Baccae, the winged woman.
Is there any way to see if somebody in the room is controlling the mist?
You don't see anything like that.
Or if somebody summoned it?
It's possible that it got summoned. It seemed to appear out of nowhere. It might have been the thing that's been troubling the purveyor.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's here of its own accord or somebody brought it in. You didn't actually see anybody do it, but you did see Aevus cast a spell on him that seemed to trigger all this.
On who?
She cast a spell on Mosely to help him feel better.
On Mosely.
Yeah, and when she did that, that triggered all of this. Seemed to, anyway.
Is there any way I can... I mean, Mosely is in a... What kind of state is he in?
He's actually feeling better than he's felt in quite some time. That's just the effects of the spell. He's not in one of these manic, delirious states.
Okay. I think I'm going to take a shot at him.
Mosely?
Yeah.
Okay.
Find that real fast. There it is. Okay.
Let's see here. Let's put He is that, so he doesn't have anything special. Up, we put flat-footed on him to see if those hit.
Sorry, what?
If in the first round of combat, if you haven't acted yet, technically you're flat-footed, so your dexterity bonus doesn't kick in. So let me see if those attacks hit him without
Who
his
are you
dexterity.
attacking?
Mosely.
Oh, he's shooting at Mosely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they both hit, and if you're rapid shot, you get another shot at your best base attack. So the plus 10, I believe. Yeah, that one missed. Okay, so you get roll damage twice. All right. That changes him to hostile. Okay. So Avis reacts. She slashes out at the haunt with her Kopesh. And Mosely kind of backs away. And as he does, Velkeen peppers him with arrows. One grazes his shoulder and another grazes his cheek. And he turns to look as Vigilant Bodyguard number 2 attacks the nearest creature, which happens to be Shiver Dealer number 2. In his confusion. He kind of punches him in the middle of his back. Midnight.
Goes after Mosely.
Okay.
Let's see.
So let's move you in. Let's get you in the room there. There we go. You can put Midnight where you want her to be. Mosely's over. You want to be over 1 or 2 spots more.
I thought that one.
No, that's Arthur. Mosely's the dude in the corner right by the Dream Haunt.
Oh, okay.
Yep, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
So this is let's get an acrobatics check. There's a lot of stuff going on in the room. See if Midnight's able to leap over these cots and beds and stuff like that and keep her charge. So on the let's see here, under skills should be the very first one, acrobatics +8. The DC would be 15 for this one. She can get there no matter what, but just to see if she's able to do a charge. Okay, so now, just because there's a lot of interference on the way, she wasn't able to do like a complete charge pounce. But she does get one attack, whether you want it to be the claws or a bite. Whatever her best is. Let's see here. You do more damage with the bite.
Okay.
Okay. And that is a hit. All right. She slips into the room and then kind of maneuvers through the cots and the chairs and stuff like that, and makes her way over to Mosely and gets a bite in. Baccae, you give me another will save for Baccae. The DC is 20.
All right. Well. Nope.
Okay.
Not even close.
All right, here we go. At least there's no allies right next to her.
Other than the cat went through.
Acts normally. So she continues dancing.
Okay. She continues dancing.
Yep.
All right.
Well, she acts normally.
Cool.
She can.
Does that
Yeah, but she's under the
mean-
effect of the haze of dreams.
Oh, it's confusion on top of that.
Yeah.
I see.
Luna's out talking with these turkeys out in the. She can hear stuff's going on. She doesn't really react quite yet, though. Mosely. Let's get rid of flat-footed. All right, he's going to make a concentration check to cast defensively. It's 23, its DC is 19. And Arthur, Aevus, Asami, you guys can make spellcraft checks. See if you know what he's going to cast. Yeah. So it's an invisibility spell. And he disappears.
Who does?
Mosely does. You shouldn't see him on the map anymore.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys do or not.
No.
His token's supposed to be.
Not telling you.
Avis and Midnight both get an attack of opportunity, though. You just roll the attack, and I will.
Just roll bite again?
Yeah, roll a bite.
Didn't he roll his
Okay.
concentration check though?
Yeah, he did. He shot a 23.
Doesn't that mean he does not take an opportunity attack?
No, this is for movement while he's invisible. Okay, so that is a hit. So make sure what his armor class is.
Ah, man.
Yeah, okay. And Avis. Let's see here, where are you? She too hits. Ooh. So you guys see Midnight and Avis react to Mosely moving through. Let's see the pinger here. That square there. And yeah, you hear a shout.
He doesn't. I can't see him through infrared.
No. No, he is invisible.
Okay.
Asami.
Woohoo. I think I'm gonna do weird words on the haze, a haunt,
Okay.
trying to target the darn thing. Okay, targets dream haunt. Today's weird word is shenanigan. All right. That is now. Avis attacked it, so she's engaged in melee with it. Correct.
Yeah.
And since it's ranged touch attack, I'm doing a ranged attack.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's not like you can. It's not like an arrow or something like that.
Yeah. Okay,
It still suffers the penalties, though.
that's what I was asking. Is it should too?
All ranged attacks still suffer the same
Yeah.
penalty.
So I'm going to put the -4 in the melee, but
Sure.
it is ranged. It's versus touch AC. So it's targeted properly, and now I will hit range touch. Shenanigans.
Is a hit.
All right. So it takes sonic damage,
Okay, yeah, it definitely does.
and it costs me a performance. So I do that with flare because it is a performance. Burning a perform to use it. That was pathetic damage. 1.
All right.
That's what I rolled was ones.
Yeah. So is it look damaged or is it like...
Yeah, it looks like it's about to disperse.
All right. And then I have a move action left. I will point to the square in which I think the Mosely is standing.
Okay.
He's there. He's there.
You can use your pinger up on the top. You see
Oh,
ping,
yeah.
ping mode? Ping the square that you think he's in.
I gotta find which. Oh, ping mode. I think he made it to here because he had to go through the corner.
Okay.
That's where I heard him say "ouch" when he got hit.
Yeah, most definitely.
He may not be there. I was gonna do glitter dust, but I didn't want to blind everybody. Already have friendlies, so figured doing some damage to this haunt would be a good idea. Now this does sonic damage. I don't know if it did any resistance.
No, it all goes through.
Excellent. All right, that's it for Asami.
Okay, so let's see here. The Dream Haunt, now everybody within 30 feet. So let's see here. We're going to... I'll just target the things that aren't affected. And we'll drop another Dream Haunt on you. All right, so we've got bodyguard number 3 is okay. Bodyguard number 4.
So another one of these things appeared, or it took an action.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I understand.
Let's see. Arthur, you failed. Midnight is okay. Mosely failed. Aevus is okay. Asami failed.
Nope, that sucked.
Failed what?
Let's see here. I'll throw the
Well
haze.
saved. So we were Asami's fell victim to whatever the dream.
So you're gonna start dancing?
We'll see. It
We'll
might be
see,
good
yeah.
for her.
I'm
She
sorry, I don't have any dollar bills on me.
And Velkeen, too.
Yeah.
Let's see, Velkeen.
I failed too.
Yep. You got a
You might-
12.
we all dancing. Well, we might interpret the haunt differently.
Yeah, everybody seems to be having a different effect. Arthur, you see this, it's almost like a trial, like to pass a test. It's the Undercity of Quarmal. You can't get it past your vision. You see 2 sorcerers dueling for the favor of the Overlord's second son, and you're watching this, and you're mentally preparing for when it's going to be your turn. You kind of get the vibe that you're a younger person at the time, younger than even you are now. But you still get to act normally. You get let's see here. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. You get the effect. You get the vibe that Aevus, or no, actually it'd be Asami, is about to usurp your place in the order, and that she's somehow a threat to you, and you can strike out with your fist if you don't make a will save. The DC is 20 for the will save.
Yeah, I was gonna say, am I able to draw a weapon?
Yeah,
Or would I have to use my fist?
you can draw a weapon if you wanted. Yeah, you feel compelled.
Yeah, so I'm gonna Arthur's like standing there, like looking slightly to the side, like his eyes like looking over in Asami's like direction. He slowly grips the little silver dagger on his belt and draws it and tries to stab at her.
All right.
Thankfully he's extremely terrible.
He's extremely inept
you'll
at
be
this.
Fine.
I don't know. The last time a friendly attacked Asami, she went from full health to half. So, and there's a natural 20 and confirmed.
Really?
It's a critical.
I got a crit against you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's what the dice say.
Well, guess what? Suffer my D4 minus 2 damage.
That's right. Take your 1 point of critical hit damage.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
Suffer my sorceress strength. My 7 strength.
So, I guess since she's confused, she wouldn't be able to roll a sense motive to find out if Arthur was confused. She would just...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, gotcha.
In your vision, something else might be happening. Might be going on with Arthur.
Yeah, I imagine you. I imagine you basically duck by most of it, just like it, like grazes your cheek as like it drips just slightly.
Shiver dealer 3 is outside.
It could be interpreted, if she wasn't confused, that Arthur attacked something legitimate and was just so bad at it, he accidentally hit her.
Yeah, exactly. That was a pretty good shot, though, Arthur. Nicely
That's
done.
hilarious.
It was a sneak shot.
Yeah.
You kind of tear her shirt and you nick her arm a little bit. The shiver dealer is out.
I didn't even notice. It doubled my penalty.
yeah, it does.
I didn't know that. That's so funny.
Shiver dealer number 3 moves up to see what's going on. Shiver dealer number 4, he's talking with Luna. Shiver dealer number 2 is... So he's continuing in his terror. Vigilant bodyguard number 1 is the gentleman that's having a conversation, and he continues to act normally. And shiver dealer number 1, somehow he's managed to stave off the effect because I didn't include him. All right, so let's have a roll for him. Will save. I was going to say, this guy's must have rolled extremely well twice. He failed 2. So let's see here. And... he starts talking to Velkeen about some sort of deal that went wrong. Velkeen's
Who does?
shiver dealer or vigilant bodyguard number 1.
Okay.
No, actually, pardon me. Vigilant bodyguard number 3, I got confused with. Okay, that's why shiver dealer number 1 was out, because he was outside. Okay, so vigilant bodyguard number 3, that was the guy I was looking at. His save is different. He might save, actually, but he doesn't. Okay, so this is the guy that starts talking to Velkeen about a deal that's gone wrong. And it hasn't... you don't know if he's on your side and he's just relaying a story, or he's blaming you for the fact that whatever he was supposed to do went south Zed, you're getting a strong feeling of the pushback from Baccae in her mind that whatever this is, it's kind of taken hold of the whole room.
All right, I'm gonna cast a spell that enhances her will save by 1, and then just try and push into her thoughts again.
Okay.
It's not real. So that'll be my round.
Okay. Aevus, I think, passed. Yeah, she got a 26. So she continues to attack the Dream Haunt. Is a hit. And it disperses the haunt.
Are we still affected by
Yeah,
it?
you see out the rest of this round for the effects.
Okay.
Vigilant Bodyguard number 4. Where are you? He's in the corner next to Baccae. See how he reacts. Attacks the nearest creature. All right. So he levels a flurry of blows either at 1, 2, 3 Baccae, 4, 5, 6 the other bodyguard right below him. So Baccae. That Baccae just pretty much ignores as she continues to dance. Velkeen. Let's see here. Velkeen is you kind of interpreting this crowd as, you ever been in a public place and the crowd is so dense around you that you kind of feel a little claustrophobic?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really experience that sensation, but it only happened to me once where everything kind of like everyone was so packed in that I had the sensation that if anything happened at this point in time, it would be really bad because everybody was so packed together, and I got a little panicky. And you're getting
I've
that.
been to Mardi Gras, New Orleans, so I know what it's like.
Yeah, I've been there too. I've been there for Halloween as well. It's awesome. But yeah, I was at an outdoor concert and I was near the front of the stage, and everything behind me just kept like packing in, and I was like, yeah, got out of there. But you get that kind of panic sensation. So let's see if you are able to fight through it. Oh, geez. Seek the top one. Well, it's the same one twice. Okay. So maybe you just maybe start babbling about that. Maybe there's going to be a bit of a crush.
Okay.
And that kind of steals away your action.
Okay.
Vigilant Bodyguard number 2. Same. Let's see here. He does the same thing. He's having a terror. I think midnight passed.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check though. Yeah, midnight made her will save. So she is free to act. Does she have the scent special ability? I don't think I saw that one. I think it was like pounce and rake, right? Let's see, pounce, rake. Yes, she does have scent. Okay, so she can now make a perception check to try and locate Mosely, even though he's invisible, just by scent. 16, okay. Creature can detect opponents within 30 feet by sense of smell. Blah, blah, blah. The creature detects the scent at the exact location. The creature with the scent ability can follow tracks. So let's see here. So let's... Okay. So Midnight gets the sensation, or she knows that Mosley's just passed her by. She pinpoints him as being right there. I don't know if you can see that on the map.
Pounces, yeah.
Yep.
So what do I do?
You can take a 5-foot step and do a full attack if you want. Still invisible.
Right there?
That's too far.
Too far?
Yeah, a 5-foot step is just one square.
Right there.
You can either do that one or you can do diagonal to the top. Like one square diagonal, that one as well. Those two are both options for you.
Okay, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's great.
All right.
And she can use all of her attacks against him.
All right.
Even though he is unseen, so you'll be able to. You still have to roll to see if you hit against concealment, which the game room does for us automatically. Okay, the bite I think is a miss. Yep. Now you roll your 2 claws. Yep, those are both misses as well. But Midnight seems to have pinpointed Mosely for the time being. Baccae. Do another
Save
will.
again?
Yeah, do another will save.
All right. No.
No. It's too much.
All right.
It's too much fun.
Too much. Like, don't waste my buzz. All right. So confusion her.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 52. 1d8 plus strength modifier to herself.
Ouch.
Maybe she bangs into something while she's dancing.
She leaps off the bed, falls flat on the floor for 9 points.
Yeah, stage dives for 9 points.
Yes. Thinks it's a concert and dives into the crowd, and there's no crowd.
She looks around like, what the fuck? You didn't catch me.
All right, that's it.
Let's see. Luna, Mosely. Mosely continues to move, meaning Midnight. And yeah, Midnight gets an attack of opportunity.
So I just do bite again.
Yeah, just do bite again.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to be a hit, I think. Let's see if it... Nope. And let's see here. Velkeen. The reason why you're feeling crushed in, you can feel like a body on top of you now, like almost pushing you away from the wall into the other person. And the bureau, there's like a bureau against the wall. It kind of pops open like a door. And you can feel a body go past you.
So I can attack it, right?
Do you have a melee weapon in hand?
Yes.
In hand, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
hand?
You were
Yeah.
using the bow. Yeah.
Then no.
No. You could do an unarmed attack.
All right. What do I do for that?
Just see here. I wonder how it is on your sheet. I think on the second page or on the second tab, combat. Just click. Go down to the very bottom. You'll see base attack bonus and then melee +7 plus then range and then CMB. Just click on the melee.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a miss. Do you have improved unarmed strike?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Let's see. No, I don't have that. I don't
All
think.
right.
No, we didn't put that one on your list. I don't recall
Yeah.
that one.
Okay. Mosely becomes visible, and he's got a rapier in his hand, and it looks like he was about to strike you, and he missed.
Okay.
You see like a little passageway now beyond the. Let me see if I can see what you see.
Even against his flat-footed AC?
Yeah, I only rolled a 14. And it already had invisible on
His
the...
flat-footed AC is
Yeah,
10
but
apparently.
when I have the invisible effect, it takes into consideration all of that stuff. The game
It
room.
says it hit.
Oh, it does say it's hit. Okay.
I was gonna say it said it hit.
Oh, okay.
He hit me.
Yes, he did hit
Yeah.
you. Sorry about that. 6. Okay, I was reading that as miss. I was looking at GM attack. Miss chance. Okay. Thank you, Arthur. So as he does that, he becomes visible. And you can see a little passage that he seems to be going down. Asami.
I think she failed the will save. So what happens? What's
Yeah.
she see?
Let's see here. Asami right now is in the middle of a stand-up routine.
Oh,
And
right.
everybody in the crowd is her audience. Arthur is an unruly patron who's thrown a bottle at you. Now you got pretty mad, and
That sounds like an intimidate check.
you want to strike back at him. You lose your temper and go into the crowd violently.
Well, I guess she doesn't have control of her faculties, so if that's the result, then I'll roll it. I was gonna say it sounds like it would be fun to intimidate the intimidator, right?
You have to make an attack though.
Yeah, I get it. So, all right, so I just click melee because she doesn't have a weapon in her hand, so she's gonna attempt to slap you. Must be on?
When you do that, you incur an attack of opportunity as well.
Yeah, this isn't her
Am I required to take it?
Yeah.
All right.
because you're also under the effect.
Just
Right,
for the
that was
just
your
it ends this round, so
Yeah.
yeah, combat on the
Oh, I see it. Melee.
yeah melee.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a little bitch slap. I guess I need to target Arthur. Let me get all that squared away. Can't believe I'm attacking a friendly. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Guys are on a roll.
You crit me, so that's not a crit, but still.
Oh!
My turn.
Another crit. Oh wow.
Did my 19 hit? I don't even know what the
Yeah.
Oh, no, it hit.
Yeah, you hit,
Oh,
and then
no.
Arthur critted you back.
It's D3. It's the D3 plus strength.
Okay, so let's see here. That's +0. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just 1d3.
Can I type that in, or is there one of these dice that does D3?
A 6-sided dice. If you right click it, you see custom dice, and then you'll see D2, D3, D0.
Question. Right click.
Right click, custom dice, and then the bottom one is D3.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. That.
So 2 points on Arthur.
Yeah. I see this as two. I'm having a slap fight. Well, you're using a dagger, but still, that's hilarious. Alrighty.
That's wild. Arthur's
I like how these are the best attack rolls we've ever made.
Yeah, same with Arthur. He's crit twice in a row.
You got something against Asami we need to get out on the open here?
Yeah, Arthur, the sorceress rival slugged you, and you stabbed with your knife, and it's Asami as the haze clears, and whatever effect was controlling the room seems to fade. You see the Aevus is kind of standing over the area where the mist is, and it's pretty much clearing from where she had struck out with her blade. You can see now you're probably facing Asami, so you can see Asami, and you can also see some of these ruffians in the room. They have like daggers and stuff that seem like they're ready to throw down now. But you also see Velkeen on the other side of, it looks like a half-open secret door, and it goes into a passageway, and you can make out the form of Mosely as he's starting to run down the hall. I think you can just barely see him.
Can I? So I can see him from my.
Yeah, you can see him.
Position.
Yeah.
I want to take a step here so I can have a better shot at him.
Yeah, for sure.
He's heavily wounded, but
You gonna pull out your Desert Eagle .50?
no. I'm just seeing what terrible things I can do to him.
Yeah, and you could do terrible things to everybody in the room. Seems to be in the red now.
Only one at a time, though.
Yeah,
I don't have any AoE stuff yet.
not yet. When does that come out? There's like a fear spell that's everything in a cone. 60.
That won't be for a while. I will not have that until roughly like 9th,
Okay.
which is unfortunate. And why I probably should not have built Arthur the way I did.
That's okay. He's very effective at what he does.
No, not really. He can barely do it. Let me look at this real quick, actually. Because I don't want him getting away. All right, okay.
He's
So,
pretty
yeah,
banged
we'll
up.
do
If you have the heal skill, I'll give you a free check to see.
I do not.
Okay.
Who else goes out? I'll go ahead and I'll try and target him with a funneled shadow enchantment.
Okay.
Give me a second. There we go. First needs to make a will save to see if he can disbelieve it.
Okay.
He fails, so he's not going to disbelieve this.
All right.
As I'm going to be hitting him with a hideous laughter.
Okay.
A failure, excellent. So for the next 7 rounds, I have seeped it into his mind that that everything around him is just unbelievably. I guess the best way to describe it is comedic, as he doubles over on the ground, unable to right himself.
He's probably laughing at you and
Asami.
fighting each other in the corner.
He could take no actions while he's laughing, and he's prone, but he's not considered helpless. He could every round he could take a full round action in order to make a new save to end the effect.
Okay. Let me just. Do you have the hideous laughter effect? There we go. You put it on.
I put it on him. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I was just rereading it so I could see everything about it.
So that makes him prone. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Nicely done.
Yeah. As he falls to the ground.
He collapses on the ground, clutching his gut, laughing.
Yeah. He's not going anywhere for a while. That is my turn. That was everything I could do.
All right. Shiver deal number 3. He's kind of looking at Zed. He kind of backs off a little bit. He doesn't know what's going on. He's kind of confused. Shiver dealer number 4 continues his conversation with Luna. Shiver dealer number 2 yanks a dagger and stabs at Velkeen. And digs in just below his studded leathers. I think that's what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Draws a little blood. Vigilant bodyguard number 1. Steps down and unloads on Arthur. Seeing him cast some kind of enchantment. Hit. And I think one of these can be a stunning blow. Let's make sure he's got, stunning fist. Is it here? Stunning fist. Fortitude save. Arthur, you make a fortitude save for me. 14. It's going to be close. So this is so 2 plus his wisdom. Okay. So you are stunned for 1 round. Just out of nowhere, this guy steps into and then just clocks you twice, and the second one catches you off guard and gets you right in the chin, kind of buckles you. Shiver dealer number 1 still outside with Luna. Vigilant bodyguard number 3. Does the same thing with Baccae. She's wheeling around like a dervish. And he flails out with a couple punches. Oh, misses horribly. Punches the wall twice. Zed. This kicked off into a chaotic melee, Zed.
Yeah. Is Baccae's
Baccae's effect.
back?
Yep, she's back.
I shut the door. Nothing to see here. Luna, can you come up here, please? That's all I do.
Okay. Avis moves to Arthur's defense. She rakes her blade across his chest. Vigilant bodyguard number 3. Same thing with Luna. Or with Baccae. I guess they technically have her in the flank now. So I'll add 2 to each of these, even though the likelihood of them hitting is pretty extreme. 22? Is 22 a hit? Against Baccae?
Nope.
No, I didn't think so.
Nope.
Velkeen. You've got a guy stabbed you. The guy just to your south. You've got Mosely laying on the floor laughing hysterically. You're not sure why. He looks fairly defenseless. You know that if you do shoot your bow from right here, that there's 2 guys around you will be able to attack you.
All right, so Mosley's not really a threat right now, so I'm gonna attack the guy that stabbed me.
Okay, what are you going to attack him with?
Is there a penalty for using my bow?
There's no penalty.
Attack.
Yeah, there's no penalty for using your bow, but the vigilant bodyguard and the shiver dealer will both get attacks on you for free.
Okay.
Is he able to 5-foot step distance-wise?
It will still be within range of everybody.
I see. Yeah.
I guess you can't technically step. You can probably step into Mosley's space. Is he helpless?
No, he is not helpless.
Not helpless. Okay, so you can step through his space, make an acrobatics check. I think it'd be a DC 15 acrobatics check to move through an occupied square without
The other
taking
option
an
would be to
AOO.
draw a melee weapon
Yeah,
as a move action and then use it.
I'm sorry?
like you got a knife or a short sword or
Yeah.
some brass knuckles.
I have a rapier.
Yeah, that you could do that too. So these are your options: fire with your bow and suffer the reprisal of 2 free attacks against you. You can move through Mosley's space and into that hallway to the north by making a DC 15 acrobatics check, or you can draw a hand-to-hand weapon and fight that way. You can still keep your bow in your other hand too.
All right, I'll draw the rapier and attack the guy that stabbed me.
Okay, so shiver dealer number 2, I believe, is the culprit who shanked you.
All right, so I roll with this weapon.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. That's a miss. That one might be a hit. Yeah, you hit once. Second attack.
What is with the fucking ones?
Okay, 4 points. Well, you pay him back in kind for his attack. Any movement or anything like that?
I think I'm going to get out of that. I'm surrounded by 3 guys.
The only free space you could go to would be this one here. Otherwise, we need some checks.
Go down.
Like if you wanted to go this way
How many spaces?
and then this way, you could do an acrobatics check. Actually, you can only move 5 feet this round anyway. So it would have to be this square here.
How do I roll for the acrobatics?
You've already made your full attack, so you can only move 5 feet to go along with that full attack.
So I can't move.
You got one square. You
move one square down to the left, but nowhere else.
Yeah, that's pretty
Alright.
much it.
I'd still be surrounded by 3 guys.
Let's stay
Yeah.
put.
Cavalry's coming, though.
Oh, yeah, once Giant Luna shows up, all safe.
All right.
We're full round to do that, though.
I'll stand here.
Okay. Yeah, you do have your back to the wall, so they can't really
Yeah.
they can't really flank you unless Mosely gets up.
Okay.
Okay. Vigilant bodyguard number 2. Was down to unload on Asami.
What? How would you do that?
Flurry of blows. And it's a DC 16 fortitude save.
Did it automatically roll? Or do I have to click?
You have to click it.
Okay.
See if you.
Oh, well, that's
It's a stunning
not gonna
fist.
be. Yeah.
Okay. You're stunned for 1 round.
Okay.
Let me put the timer on that too. For Arthur's 1. And Asami is 1. I think they can only do that so many times a day, so just want to double check.
It's like their wisdom modifier plus a base number. I forget the exact number, but it's going to be a handful, unless they've already used it.
You may attack the stunning attack once per day for every 4 levels you have attained.
Yeah.
And no more than once per round. So that's it. That's their...
Oh, cool.
Use it early, though. Let's see here. Midnight.
Goes after the guy that stabbed Velkeen.
Okay.
Pounce.
Okay, so to pounce, you have to actually charge across. Like, you have to move 10 feet to charge.
You still take a 5-foot step to just.
Yeah, you can take a 5-foot step and still do a full attack. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to pull up her sheet. There we go. Okay.
Bite is a hit, I believe. Yeah. That's a hit. Okay. And you get 2 more claw attacks. If you hit with both claw attacks, you get to rake. I don't think 13 is a hit. So they both miss. This guy's pretty dinged up, though. You got him on the ropes. Fear Baccae is on the loose.
All right. Looks like the room has gone to bedlam.
Yeah, it's mayhem in here.
Baccae pulls her sword out, looks at Vigilante number 4, and pokes Vigilante number 3 behind her.
Okay. Just the. I think that's a miss.
Oh wait, +2 because of flank. 17.
Let's see here.
Velkeen is
Vigilant Bodyguard is AC 19.
So I rolled a total of 17, so I missed. Okay.
Just the 1 attack, or does she have multiple attacks?
Well, she had to draw her weapon, so I'm guessing that's
I think,
one
yeah, you
action.
can still do that as a full attack, though.
Oh, actually, because I gave up level wizard, she's only got the 1 attack.
Okay, gotcha.
Doesn't drawing a weapon invoke AOO?
No.
Right,
Stowing a weapon does.
I'm here.
All right, Luna, you got send you out the map.
Yeah.
You got mayhem in the drug den. You were outside talking with 3 shiver dealers. They seem like pretty decent dudes, actually. But something went down inside the office upstairs, or the little kind of like maybe a flophouse or something upstairs, and it's mayhem.
The guys next to me attacking me or no?
No, they're not. They're kind of confused with the noises as well. They were just chatting with you about. They're actually good. They're actually good enough to let you in there in the first place. Then something happened in the room.
Do we need a fireball?
Zed closed that door, so you guys can't see what's going on beyond it. Zed can tell you though. I don't know if he's. He did say What did you say to Luna? You said something to Luna. It's kind of potted.
Fireball.
I did call you up here. I was like, can you come up here for a moment? As soon as you come up there, I'll tell you what's happening. Actually, you know what? Yeah. I have message. I will message you as you're coming up here.
Okay. So the door's closed, or I can go up?
Yeah, the door's closed.
It's unlocked.
It's unlocked. You just have to push it open. You can kick it out. You can kick it open with as part of your movement if you want.
Sure. I got my spear and kick it open. Sure.
Okay.
Where do I go?
You kick it. Yeah, that's the spot. I don't know what you can see. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Let me open that door.
Oh. I'm in front. Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I can fireball.
What do you mean? Go ahead and do it.
You can fireball. There will be consequences.
Yeah. there will be blood.
Go ahead, Fizbin.
Stinking cloud. Any requests?
That'd be bad too.
Okay, so then. Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna haste everything.
Okay.
Well, how many guys? There's only 3 guys, 4 guys. Are we in trouble, or this is easy?
Yeah.
Kind of. It's on the verge of being under control.
Okay, I'll just stab this clown. Oh boy. I want to stab. Oh boy.
Bodyguard
Nice.
3 or 4?
Yeah, I'll do there. Yay.
Spear gets caught in the door. Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
I should have fireballed everybody.
He could spend his full round action trying to save.
19.
That's a failure.
It's a failure. You can't get much better than that. Asami.
I think I'm stunned.
You're stunned. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, you're stunned.
Arthur, also stunned.
I know I'm stunned.
Shiver dealer number 3. He's like,
so I guess, am I no longer stunned?
Yeah, you stunned. You lose this turn. Basically, that's what stunned
All
is.
right. No, I'm saying you may want to remove it because I think it applies like flat-footed to us as well for future attacks.
No, I don't think so. I think it just drops off automatically.
It didn't.
No, I know, but it'll drop off after this whole round goes by.
Yeah, no, it does apply penalties to our AC.
Okay, well, it drops off after Vigilant Bodyguard number 1's turn. Yes, it should,
okay, that's what...
technically. So, Luna, the guy that's under you, that's a circular set of stairs. So basically, he was down below. So he's like, "Hey!" And he steps back 5 feet. You're up 30 feet, and he fires a crossbow at you. Now that he sees you stabbing into the room. 15. Do you have your mage armor on or no? That's probably my fault if you don't. If you have mage armor, would you be hit?
Once I just sat back down.
No, because mage armor gives you +4 AC. You shouldn't.
Yeah, your dexterity is 16, so that would be a miss. I'm assuming you would have your mage armor on. We just don't have the effect on your character. You had more than enough time to put it on. Let's make these guys hostile. Video number 4, he takes a shot at you. Maybe he fires at Zed. Takes a shot at Zed. He misses.
I dodge.
Video number 2, stabs at Velkeen with his dagger. It's too bad he can't get in the flank. He can do some sneak attack damage. He misses. Bodyguard number 1. He's already stunned Arthur, so he's going to go after the clearly more dangerous Aevus. He's used the stunning fist for the day. Just a regular hit. Gets Aevus in the jaw. Shiver number 1 goes hostile. And fires at Luna. This crossbow. Hastily loads it and fires. Misses. Bing! Hits off the iron stairway. Vigilant bodyguard number 3. At Baccae. These are both with +2s. The flank. 22 doesn't hit, right? On Baccae?
Didn't.
Okay.
Move on.
Zed. Door open.
People shooting at me?
Yep, these Shiver dealer number 4 fired a shot at you. That son of a bitch.
Wow. Can I duck for full cover or?
Yeah, you give yourself +4 to armor class.
All right. I'm ducking for full cover. Luna, fireball in the courtyard.
Aevus. Let's see here. Just gonna lay into this this bodyguard again. That's a miss. Do I need 20s to hit? 24 would be 26 against Baccae. Let me clarify.
Baccae, where's her armor? Her base armor without the mage armor is 24. And I think the mage armor adds 2.
4.
That's 4.
Well, no, I mean because of her other stuff going on. Let me just put it
okay.
on the hero
It's just a
thing.
+4 armor bonus.
Oops. Her total effective mage armor. Her effective armor is 28. Yep.
Okay, so that's a
the
miss.
full 4.
26 misses. So they need 20s basically to hit. Okay. Velkeen.
I'm gonna finish off the guy that was attacking me.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh. So we have a critical hit, and I'm pretty sure a critical hit. Just let me make sure here. And a regular hit, so it takes 9 points of damage. And the next attack's enough to put him down. You can roll your damage again.
Okay.
Won't be enough to kill him outright, though. Oh, he goes to dying. I don't know what these guys have for con. Probably not the greatest. Yep. He's seconds away from death. Stabbed him pretty good. The first one opened up his vulnerability, and the second one gutted him. Vigilant bodyguard number 2. I guess the most dangerous creature right now would probably be that cat. Seeing as Asami and Arthur are stunned effectively. So miss. Did the effect come off you, Arthur? Yeah, it did. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Awesome. It's working the way it's supposed to work. So Midnight. Vigilant Bodyguard number 2 just attacked Midnight. And Shiver Dealer number 2 is down.
Okay, so the one Velkeen was attacking is down?
Yep, he's down.
All right.
Velkeen gutted him.
Okay. Vigilant.
Yeah.
If you want to attack the Vigilant Bodyguard too, you may want to take a step so you can flank him.
Okay.
Yeah, in this game, if you're on opposite
No,
side,
not there. To the right side.
yeah, up there.
Yeah, there.
If whenever you're on opposite sides of a creature, you considered flanking them. So you get +2 to hit, and then you get any bonuses for like sneak attacks and stuff like that if you have that.
Okay.
So you can do
don't-
your full attack against bodyguard number
All right.
2,
Orcs
and
were melee predominantly.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you get +2 to hit. I'll just calculate it in. That's going to be a hit. That damages him. And the claws. You hit with both claws, you get to rake. I think
Miss.
I think you miss with both. So it'll be a 17, I think. So you need a 19 to hit these guys. All right. Baccae. Luna. Miss. Mosely will save. Fail.
Another failure.
Asami.
Still laughing about Asami and Arthur slapping each other. So Asami's on her own mind now? No.
Oh, yeah.
restriction? Okay. She's not thrilled about how this has gone down. Can she 5-foot step to this square, or is that table preventing that action?
No, that's fine.
Okay. She does that, and then she unleashes a insulting tirade so vicious and spiteful that enemies who hear it are physically scorched by her fury.
All the enemies that
So,
hear it?
This comes in the line within 30 feet.
Within
So
30
I will-
feet. Wow, okay. So that's pretty much everybody.
It's a spell, yeah. That's why I'm 5 feet away, so I didn't draw. Target enemy units. I think everyone. Well, it
Yeah.
did target some that are out of the room. So I guess that's not. I'll just have to divide them individually. Okay, everyone enemy I targeted is within 30.
Mhm.
So what it does is she unleashes this tirade. Enemies within 30 feet. It's an intimidate check, and if they are demoralized by this intimidate, then they take 1d10 points of fire damage,
Wow, okay.
and must succeed at a reflex save, or they catch fire. If anyone is spell resistance can negate the fire damage, but not the demoralize.
Okay, so none of them have that, so
Yeah.
proceed, sir.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm going to roll the intimidate check.
Okay.
You have to determine if they are demoralized or not. Where's intimidate here? So she unleashes a tirade of swear words and insults, and being an insult comic, probably channels that well. So intimidate is 29.
Okay, yeah. That gets everybody.
Yeah. And so
I was doing the
damage-
math on Mosely, who's the highest character, and you blew him out of the water.
That's fire damage they take is that,
Okay.
and they need to make a reflex save or if they fail, they catch on fire. And if they pass, then they just took that fire damage, and that's it.
Okay.
So that reflex save is 16, DC 16.
All right. So we've got Shiver Dealer 2. He's dead.
So probably not the smartest tactical move, but I think it's totally within character after being stabbed and punched and a victim of this gas stuff and illusions. And
What's the DC on this bad boy?
I'm done with this. 16.
So he's got ongoing fire damage, right?
He is caught fire, yes, if they fail.
Okay. So
I don't
let's
think
see.
I've had a chance to use that spell with this character yet. I've had it for a while.
So I think the effect is DMGO.
Oh, also, if they're intimidated, they get the shaken condition. So I think I can push this.
Yep, that'd be great.
Yeah. And also, I have an effect that says blistering invective on fire.
Oh,
So I can put that on the ones that are on fire.
yeah, you can throw that on Vigilant Bodyguard number 1. Let's see here. Shiver Dealer.
So number 1, oh, I can't tell.
I'll do the body. It's just 4 bodyguards. So the Vigilant Bodyguards. So let's see here.
So all of the vigilant bodyguards are on fire.
Yeah, the other guy's dead. So let's see. But
Okay.
hang on let me roll the other 2. Bodyguard 4. If they fail, you can just put it on all of them.
Yep.
And he fails. And number 2 is he passed. So Vigilant Bodyguard number 2 is okay.
Okay. Which one is
That's
that?
the one
Which
right
one
next,
is
closest to Asami.
Okay, I'll take it off of him.
All right, cool.
That's the one she would want to have.
And let's do Mosely too. Yeah, I forgot about him. So
Okay. I put it on him so we can take it off if he passes.
he passed. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
You might have to do that. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, that's okay. Got it.
All right.
Cool. Awesome.
All right. Tommy did something.
Nicely done.
Take that.
So Asami insults them so badly they burst into flames. Arthur.
And they're
All
shaking.
right.
And they're shaking.
Yeah. It's very important because I have another important question.
Yes.
So these vigilant bodyguards, do they seem like scare would be effective on them?
Yeah,
Spell?
definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah. What's the parameters?
If they have less than 6 hit dice.
Yeah. 100%.
All right, excellent. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step down, roughly here.
Yep.
I'm gonna target these 2 guys with scare.
Okay.
And since they're shaken, this is gonna be even more effective. Let me go ahead and cast.
One guy still rolls a 20.
Unfortunate for that one, but one of them did fail. Which one failed?
Bodyguard 2, the one closest to Asami.
Perfect then. All right, that man is now
Actually, that
frightened.
one there was the one that made his save. So he
No, vigilant
Yeah, he
bodyguard
was-
2 is the one who failed.
But he wasn't. He wasn't shaking.
He wasn't
He
shaking.
passed.
he did
Asami's
make
Oh.
it past his.
What? No, wait. No, it says he's shaken.
It does, but it's just she put it on everybody. He was.
All right, well,
I
that's-
forgot to take that off of him.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that-
fine because now he is currently. Did that not apply to him correctly? There you go. Now he is frightened,
Okay.
which means he's going to start running away from us.
Yep, definitely.
Not quite as effective as I was hoping, but it works for now.
All right, you get the brawl in the yard. Steps back for another 5 feet to get a better angle at Luna. He has no idea what he's in for. He shoots her. There we go. For 1 point of damage. So we're dying over 1 point of damage? You think about that, Shiver Dealer number 4. as you try to shoot at Zed. He's got full cover. 25. I think with full cover, it's
You
plus
hit. My AC with full cover is 24.
24.
So
Okay,
yeah, you
still manages
Ding.
to get the shot in there.
yes.
6.
Hey, that's more than the one you did to Luna, who's standing up saying I'm a wizard.
All right, so these guys, can they make a reflex check or something like that, Ray, to put themselves out, or they're just taking?
I think with your on fire, you spend a full round action to put yourself out of fire, like to stop, drop, and roll, or you know what I mean, to extinguish the flames. It takes
Okay.
a full round action. Or you can not do anything and take 1d6 fire damage.
Does that incur an attack of opportunity?
That is a good question.
What is the what's the actual description of the action called to put yourself out? Just so I can type it into.
You can find it on a chart somewhere.
No. Just read the spell. It'll say you can spend a full round action to
Let's find
extinguish.
out. Yeah. Or catch fire. Spell resistance can negate fire damage. You know, the spell description doesn't say about the catch fire.
It's the same as Alchemist Fire.
Yeah, well, I guess we can look up Alchemist Fire and find that out. But yeah, that would make sense. I mean, it's not dealing a ton of damage, but yeah, the action to put that to remove the being on fire, does if it draws or not, I have no idea. I would think it would.
I would think
but
so
it may
too.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just ad hoc rule that it does, which means he is. Which one is this guy?
Well, if you think about it, if you're on fire,
Yeah.
the only thing on your mind is to like not be on fire anymore, and so you're probably dropping your guard
Yeah,
from
definitely.
anybody threatening. But it just makes sense to me. But I don't know. That's just guessing.
So it gets rid of the fire effect, but he takes an AOO from Aevus. And she misses. Okay. So that's his turn. Shiver dealer number 1, I think, was shooting at Luna. Misses. Bodyguard number 3. He's going to stop, drop, and roll and take a AOO from Velkeen and Baccae.
Holy crap!
Baccae misses.
These AOs are not being effective.
I need new dice.
That's with +2, but it's still a miss. Velkeen, you get a free stab with your rapier.
Okay.
At your best attack bonus. So whatever one the highest one is. So +9, so it'll be 22, be a 24, that's a hit. For 5 points of damage. And we'll take the invective off for that part. And Zed.
Can I shoot? Oops.
Yeah, you can shoot.
Can I shoot?
Cast spells, whatever you want to do.
All right. So let me. Oh, shit. Yeah, it just climbed up me. All right. I'll try an acid splash at this guy.
Okay. There's a hit.
Now I mentally tell Baccae, I can hit things.
Not for 20 points of damage, though.
Not as well as Arthur. Who knew Arthur was a melee expert?
Yeah, Arthur's a knife fighting son of a bitch. Aevus.
It's the party tension coming to bear.
After all these months. Missed by 1. This guy will do the same. So does Baccae have combat reflexes?
See here. That would be a feat. No.
Okay. So she's already used her AOO for this round?
Yes.
All right, excellent. Velkeen, Silverleaf.
What happened to midnight?
Midnight is right below you. On the
I thought she had a turn.
Yep, she goes after bodyguard number 2.
Oh, okay. All right. What's the status of Mosely?
Mosely's laughing.
Even more ruined than normal because he's shaken.
Yeah, he's laughing uncontrollably, but he's scared at the same time.
Is he also on fire? No, he's not on fire. He passed that. But
Yeah, he did pass that.
I'm going to inform you, he's not going to be getting up for a while.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can save
So
it
I
for
can
later.
concentrate on Vigilante R or B.
Yeah, vigilant bodyguard number 3. Just
All
a
right,
body.
so-
These guys are bodyguards.
You
Yeah,
can
so
start
I'll
taking steps
attacking
if
him.
you like, so you can start slowly, like, inching your way towards new targets.
You got him in a flank though right now, so it's not a bad spot to be.
Well,
Yeah.
you can start doing that after your attacks. I mean,
Yeah, basically you want to be on either side of a guy. So that's with the flank. The second one is 18 is going to be a 20. That's going to be a hit.
2 hits.
Unless, to complicate things, does he have uncanny dodge? I don't think he gets it yet. Combat reflexes, dodge, improved unarmed strike, 75th. Okay, no, doesn't have uncanny dodge, so he can still be flanked. Okay, so 2 hits on bodyguard number 3. You can roll damage again if you like. Okay. So the first one, you kind of stab him just below the heart. You just miss. And then you come up with a rake across his throat, just kind of grabbing his throat. He's not gone down yet, but he's about to go down. Vigilant bodyguard number 2. He didn't catch on fire. He is frightened, though.
Which means he must try to escape. Yeah.
Right. So he's going to run past Midnight, taking an attack of opportunity. So Midnight gets a free attack with whichever one she wants to use. Probably her bite, because it does more damage. Okay. It's the he's going to try to make a acrobatics check to get through Baccae's space. So I think I have to beat her CMD by greater than 10.
Okay.
Velkeen gets a free attack.
Oh, I do? Okay.
Yeah, you get a free attack.
But I can't shoot him. It's only with the dagger.
With the rapier.
rapier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll take the one at the highest base attack, which is the 19, which is a hit. For 9 points of damage. And let's see, he's got a +4 to this. He tries to leap over Baccae and through the door.
All right. Her CMD is 22.
Okay, so he's got to get a 32. He can't do it. So he stops. Right, I guess it would be probably like right in there, and I think he falls prone.
Yeah.
So I'll put prone on.
Next turn, if he survives, if he is unable to escape, he is able to continue attacking. Panicked is the one where if you are unable to escape, you just sit there and cry.
Okay. So he leaps. He tries to leap over Baccae, and Baccae just kind of puts him to the ground. So I'll put him in a square, right there. Midnight, full attack. When creatures are on the ground in this one, when they're prone, they're easier to hit. There we go. 15, so that'd be a 17 because you got the flank. So that's a critical hit. Okay, so let's put that on him. And then you get 2 more. Either that or you can move more than 5 feet. Or you can step up 5 feet and continue your attack on number 3. Because that, the bite initially knocked him unconscious.
All right, should I finish him off?
You finish him off, or
Use
number
bite again or claws?
number 3 still up and fighting. So that's the one right above.
Okay, so that okay.
That-
Yeah, all right. I'll
yeah.
attack him. So I can do the pounce.
No, pounce you have to like charge more than 10 feet. It's a special action.
Okay. So I can only do the claws then.
Yeah, you can do the claws. One hit will put bodyguard number 3 down. He's currently at 0 hit points.
I will say you probably could have charged here to.
Well, he did one attack on the prone first. But yeah, you could have charged across the room and got bodyguard number 1 or 4.
What's next?
That is a critical hit. So that.
Should I roll for damage or?
Yeah,
0 points?
just roll your damage. This might
Okay.
kill him outright. Let's see if it kills him outright. Dead. So Midnight drags this guy to the ground after Baccae kind of bats him away, and then steps up and rips through the other guy, killing him outright. So let's take him off the board. Baccae. The guy on the right next to Midnight, he's on the floor bleeding out.
All right. Guy's kind of tired of this.
Baccae's had enough.
There's 3 of the 4 of them. Well, 3. What the hell? She'll just attack this guy. If you don't have him targeted now. I'm trying to see. Yes, bodyguard 4. Okay. Swing.
Baccae's having a tough night.
There's some hangover from whatever hit her.
Yeah. Luna. She's got clear shot at all these guys. And where she is in the city, it's not like she's way out in the open. There's a wall. It's kind of a walled compound. Maybe if someone was way across the street in the 3rd floor or something, they might be able to see. But this is pretty much this is prime time. This might be a pit. Yeah. Well, these guys are dexterous. They might be able to get free. Let's see what happens. One guy jumps free. Shiver dealer number 4. That guy leaps to the side. These 2 guys fall down in the pit and they get some... Oh! Land in with a oof. Some broken bones. Mosely Shoals, I think, needs a 20. He's continuing to... He's starting to lose his breath. He's laughing so hard. He's getting up to 24 seconds of continuous laughing. I don't know if you've ever done that, but that's hard on the body. Asami.
Yeah, he's still got more rounds of laughing though.
She's going to use a bardic performance to inspire courage on her allies by saying, "We've got this. Let's just wrap this up." These clowns didn't know what they were doing to attack us, especially now that Giant Luna's here. So everyone gets a bonus to finish this up, wrap this up. That's his standard action now. Move action. I think she's going to draw a rapier and get serious. She's like,
All right.
we're done.
Asami's
Everyone who notices pulls a rapier out of her purse. 'Cause that's where you keep the rapier, you know? There you go.
Asami's ready to throw down. She's been stabbed twice by Arthur, and this is not cool.
Yeah. And punched in the gut by one of these guys.
Yeah, one of these guys clocked her. Arthur. It's a target-rich environment, my friend.
It is. It is indeed. I don't really use a ton of second level spells, so yeah, I'm fine with blowing a few of these. I am gonna go ahead and target. Let's go ahead and target bodyguards 1 and 4 again.
Okay,
Let's see if I can't hit them with a scare.
sure.
Reader beware, you're in for a scare. Let's see how this goes.
Fail.
Beware indeed.
And I think they're both
For the next 6 rounds, yeah.
they're both shaken. Actually, bodyguard number 1 was already frightened. Does it enhance it?
Oh, was he?
Oh,
Was-
I got a question. I don't
No,
mean to interrupt.
no,
but
he
it
wasn't.
Might impact. The
Bodyguard number
shaken
1 was never.
status-
Bodyguard number 1 was never.
No.
Never frightened.
Oh, okay.
It was bodyguard number 2 who was.
Oh, okay. Oh, the effect just went on them. Okay.
The shaken status Asami put on these guys should only last 1 round unless that intimidate check exceeded the DC by 5.
It did.
And so for every 5, it's an additional round.
Okay, so it was bodyguard number 4 was technically he was still shaken.
All right. Does that convert it from? Does that make it into 1 round of panic?
I'm not sure. What does the spell
I
say?
for-
If he's already shaken, it makes them.
I don't think it specifies. I think there's like a general rule. It's been a while since I've looked into the fear rules. Let me check.
Yeah,
I think if it's different sources, it goes up 1 degree
yeah,
every time.
if the
And
scare takes it up,
Doesn't it take the highest duration?
yeah, it takes whatever the highest one is, and then
All right. So
it puts him panicked. You can put panicked on number 4.
all right. So number 4 is panicked for 6 rounds.
Okay.
All right. Let me.
This is some good synergy here. I like it.
Yeah, stacking. Yeah, I had forgotten. Yeah, stacking fear is good. Hold on, I'll just delete the effect and just drag a new panicked onto him.
Sure.
There it is. Make that panic for 6 rounds
All right.
because he's gonna be a mess right now. We don't even have to keep attacking him. You could just ignore him for now. Oh, I put that on the wrong guy. That's supposed to be on number 4.
Number 4. I'll get rid of it.
All right. Yeah, drag that onto the other guy. I'll put the frightened on him.
Bodyguard number 1.
Apologies, I'm still unused.
It's okay.
Drag onto new.
Get rid of panicked. There we go.
And was bodyguard number 4.
Number 4, yeah. I'll get rid of his frightened. You can put panicked on him.
May as well not even have a duration. He's not going. Because if you can't escape, then you just sit down and take the full defense and do nothing else.
Panicked for 6. Got it. There we go.
Yes, it's been a while. I forgot about the stacking fear.
Yeah,
I just haven't had the chance to stack it in quite a while. All right, that was more effective than I was remembering. All right, now we're getting somewhere. That will be the end of my turn, as I think I'm in a decent position. Honestly, I'll take 1 more step back actually, just for 1 last layer of security.
Okay. Shiver dealer number 3 gets to try to climb out. I believe he does have climb. No, doesn't have climb. It's not acrobatics, so that doesn't count. It's So he's just down there. He's not taking continuous damage, though, is he? It's just a regular pet.
Fear effects, I'm reading the rule. Fear effects are cumulative. A shaken character who becomes shaken again becomes frightened. A shaken one that becomes frightened becomes panic instead. A frightened creature who is made shaken or frightened becomes panicked. So yeah, it's just, unless it specifies you can't, which there are a few spells that do that, all fear effects stack.
Yeah.
Demoralize is one of those that specifically states it does not go further than shaken.
There we go.
So you can't like use non-magical intimidation to make someone panic.
Shiver dealer
Not
number
without incredible
4
skill checks.
fires open the gate and then tears off. Vigilant bodyguard number 1 is just frightened, so he's got to try to escape, right?
Yes, he must try to escape. If he is unable to escape, he is then allowed to fight.
Okay, so he's going to try to vault over Baccae.
Aevus gets an AOO.
Avis gets an AOO. Let me, while I've got him open, do an acrobatics.
Oh, one more thing about panicked. They move in a random direction when they try to run away.
There's only one way out of this room, and that's that door.
I'm talking about the panicked guy.
The panic guy. Okay, yeah.
Once it's his turn.
23.
Also, they drop everything they're holding, so his gear's on the floor.
These guys aren't holding anything. They're, they're monks.
Still.
Unarmed combats.
Good to know in the future, though.
Okay, so this guy goes prone. Let's do Avis's attack of opportunity first. .28's a hit. Baccae gets an attack of opportunity should she want one. But he's dying, so you might want to hold off on that. You can hold off on that.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually, before it even gets to it, just as he steps out of the square, Avis gets him in the back with her blade. Should we do it number 1? He dies outright from his wounds, so take him off the board. Zed, you got a pit with 2 guys down, probably like 30 or 40 feet deep. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 30 feet.
30 feet deep.
I don't see him. I'm assuming.
One dude ran off. You could see him running, or you could hear him running. Actually, from the angle, the wall, you're high enough up that you can hear him running up the alleyway towards, I think it's Hazy Street.
All right, I'm doing fine in my commanding position.
Okay.
You can go on.
So let's, Avis moves up and attacks.
Yeah. I placed the full fear rules in the sidebar just because if I'm going to be using it a lot, I should have that pin there so I can always be aware of it.
Excellent. That's very handy. Thank you. Oh, Avis. So this guy's got got to try and
Panicked, yeah.
Random direction,
Panicked creatures, they run as fast as they can in a random direction. Okay, no. Other than moving away from the source of their fear, their paths are random. I'm the source of his fear, so he can move away from me in a random direction away from me, basically. So basically only really up to the right.
He's got to try and get by Baccae. Yeah.
Yeah, and he will do that.
Yeah. Okay, so
if he fails, then he simply sits down and just does nothing, more or less.
He's got to try and make a check to get by her, and once he fails, he's going to go unconscious.
Yeah, they cower if they're prevented from failing.
He's disabled right now as well.
Sounds like he would just cower if he's prevented from fleeing in that sense.
Well, there is one way out, and it's behind Avis.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought you said that would drop him.
It does. Doing that action causes him to start bleeding out.
A smile builds on Arthur's face.
Velkeen.
All right.
All these 3 dudes are on the floor bleeding out in the room.
Okay.
It's just Mosely.
I don't recommend killing him. Try binding him so we can get some information out of him.
Okay, I bind him.
Okay. So let's see here. Luna. I guess Baccae. There's a pit. There's 3 guys bleeding out for Baccae.
Okay, so 4 is dying. Let's see. Correct?
What's that?
Number 4 is...
Yeah, all the guys in the room are done. They're all unconscious and bleeding out.
All right. Well, then she's going to step outside and see what's happening out here.
There's a pit, and you can hear shouts from the bottom of the pit as 2 dudes try to cooperatively climb out.
She'll switch weapons to a bow and wait and see who pokes their head up.
Okay.
That's it.
Luna.
Can I see him at the bottom here? Probably not.
Actually, if you want to get on the stairs, you can.
Oh, boom.
Yep, you can see them. One's trying to get on top of the shoulders of another. It seems like they're trying to get out.
Throw a dagger at him.
Okay. Well, that hits.
Eat it. Boom.
Oh! All right, we give up. I give up. Asami.
In the room where we're at, there's no living.
Yeah, there's no threats. Velkeen's currently tying up Mosely, and the 3 guys on the ground are bleeding out. I don't know if you want to save a life or let them bleed out, or
I do actually
contribute to their dying. I don't know. It's up to you.
Asami, it's like I have these injuries. Does she know how she got them?
Oh yeah,
from the guy who punched her.
Yeah, Arthur.
Well, she was.
And you also attacked Arthur though.
Right, while she was affected by the mind.
Yeah, it's
So she realized it.
You realized it afterwards, yeah.
Okay. Well,
But you realized that Arthur was probably under the same effect that you were.
So she apologized to Arthur and then targets herself and casts Cure Light Wounds. I'll do the mechanics here in a moment.
I skipped
Your fault. You simply reminded me of something.
What was that?
I said I skipped midnight. Is midnight a particularly bloodthirsty creature? Do you have to?
No. She, as long as the threat has been subdued, she's
okay.
Fine grooming herself.
Okay. And Arthur and Asami, pardon the interruption.
Asami apologizes for slapping Arthur, and then cast Cure Light Wounds on herself.
Okay.
It's
and
not
then
your,
looked at
it's
Arthur,
not your
seeing
fault. You simply reminded me of someone.
Ah, yes. Do you need wounds taken care of?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. But first, I'm assuming combat's over, roughly.
Yeah, it's basically over.
Yeah, Arthur, after Asami, hits him with a Cure Wounds, is I assume what she was implying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and receive that real quick.
Are we out of combat?
Yeah, we're out of combat.
Okay, then I'm gonna target both of us and then cast it and then use 2 castings.
Okay.
All right.
That way it's done.
Aevus, what she could do is she could do a fervor and get everybody in the room and kind of get these guys back to stable as well. So let's see. She'll just target. If anybody needs any, I think even Zed has a little bit. So just target all the friendly units.
Okay. So we should be.
And I'll do.
Okay. Yay.
I'll do 2d6 back for everybody using one of her uses of fervor.
That works. I felt like it was necessary for Asami to do it because she hurt Arthur. That's why. Otherwise, I'd have let.
Yeah. After Arthur receives his healing, we'll let you roll first.
Okay, everybody gets back 5. So it's enough to stabilize these guys on the ground, and
That's should be all my wounds gone.
you guys able to adjust them on your own?
Yeah, I can do that. I
Okay.
have 5 wounds exactly. I now have 0.
Okay. Yeah, Avis has down to 3.
We're good.
Yeah,
I'll
Arthur.
fix up Velkeen.
After he receives some healing, Arthur basically like grabs like the bed sheet over here, like a little bit of it, like takes his knife and starts like basically like cutting at it so he can like make a blindfold, sort of stepping over this guy like a boot to his head, like not with the intent of like crushing his skull, but just as a case of like I don't care that you're there.
Okay.
Just like presses his like foot against his head just slightly, just enough to make it hurt.
Okay.
As he cuts out like a little blindfold.
Okay.
Velkeen, he hands it over to you. Spellcasters typically rely on their sight. Deprive them of it, and they're far less dangerous.
Getting some wizard lessons, Velkeen.
Blindfold.
Blindfold Mosely.
Whoever I'm blindfold. Who am I?
Yeah.
Mosely, yeah.
Mosely.
Yes.
I imagine some of us start picking through, basically just taking the weapon, like any of the guys who had weapons. I don't know if any of them actually did.
Yeah, the 3. One of the guys in the room had a dagger,
Yeah,
and the
I
3
imagine
guys
we
outside have crossbows.
I imagine we basically disarm everybody and put them like in a corner where we know where they are.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
watch-
fine. I don't know if Luna wants to kill these guys in the pit or not. It's up to her.
If they surrender, they'll.
Yeah, they'll surrender. They'll throw their crossbows out. Give up. All right, say about 10 rounds goes by. Everybody gets collected. Only 3 people died, so that's saying something. You've got captives. You've got people kind of over in the corner.
The haunt came out of him, right? It wasn't somebody summoned it. It wasn't an item.
Yeah, it either came out of him or it's been lurking in this chamber the whole time. It's hard. It was hard to tell. It happened so fast. Avis cast her restorative magic, and it seemed to come out right from where he was. So it might have been in him, or it might have been lurking over him, or it might have been just lingering around him, haunting him. It's hard to say. But he could have
Let's find out.
he could have very well brought it on himself, though.
Let's
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
he stops laughing and catches his breath. And who the hell are you people?
local healers.
You're not the
Welcome.
you're not the
Quite
law.
a nasty hunt you had there. No, far from it. We did have questions for you, of course. An interrogation.
It's fair enough.
Sorry, I'm looking through my notes real quick. Was it the Brotherhood of the Spider that had the shiver connection? Or was it
Yes.
those who here?
Yeah.
It was the Brotherhood.
So this is your in to learn about the Brotherhood of the Spider. Finally, after all these weeks.
Mr. Shoals, as a prolific dealer in shiver, I imagine you are very familiar with the Brotherhood of the Spider.
I am.
It would be very kind of you to inform us of everything you know about.
I'll give you everything I know. I was at the end of my rope anyway. Whatever they're into. I've been tortured for the last weak.
Yes, that
it's a-
haunt
it's a-
that was protecting you.
Walking
I'm
nightmare.
sure he's very much gone now.
It comes back. Did you know that?
That is quite curious.
Tommy's listening and doing sense motive, but continue.
Yeah. He seems pretty genuine. He seems kind of relieved at the same time. Say the
And I will say I apologize for any of the spilt blood we might have left. We had no intentions of causing any real ill, but you know, pandemonium. Things happen.
well, it seems like you guys came with good intention initially, and it was through no fault of anyone's here. The hostilities that kicked off. Seems that we weren't acting of our own volition, which has been occurring more and more frequently around here.
I'm glad you see it that way, Mr. Shoals.
What would you have me tell you?
Anything you know would be useful, but most particularly where they are, or at the very least a place that you have met with them.
They come here. They come through the. There's a secret panel behind the commode in the outhouse that leads into the old wall, which leads down into a tunnel to. I've only seen it in my nightmares, but I picture it as a dilapidated mansion next to the Lankhmar city walls. It's kind of a mist-strewn landscape. The grounds are choked with weeds. I felt the cool finger of Slack Babs rake down my back as her cackling laughter forbade me from ever wanting to sleep again. Some sort of witch she is. I don't know what connection she has. But in the waking world, Myra Lombroso is the head of this cult. She was a high priestess of the spider god Mog. Something's led her away from the pure devotions of that faith. It's some sort of offshoot. This cult of the spider, and they're distributing this drug. The nightmares become worse and worse as the days go on. More and more people under the effects of the drug take their own lives to end the horrors. Those that do fall asleep sometimes die in their sleep of fright or actual physical damage. I've seen people choke to death in their sleep. I've seen people sleepwalk out of a window to the ground below. I've seen people just die of pure fright as they sleep, which is why I've been trying to stay awake for the last until this ends. This can't end soon enough. But anyway, if you go through go into the old wall, there's a tunnel that will lead to their temple. There is an offshoot that goes south into the city, and the tunnel continues west. It's an old smuggler's tunnel that leads out into the Great Salt Marsh, a couple 100 feet. Couple of the runners, I used to supply the runners until they didn't return. A couple of the runners told me that the old smuggler's tunnel Although it's a handy way out of the city, there's some particularly cantankerous reptiles that have claimed it as their lair. And the passage to the home, there's a secret signal that only the deacons of the faith know. That there's creatures lurking, for certain, and the secret signal bypasses it. What that secret signal is, I don't know. You'd have to capture someone of maybe one of their deacons. That's what they call their acolytes, deacons. That's what Myra calls them, anyway. I've only met with her twice. And the second time was just to intimidate me into towing the line after I lost a couple of my men. The money was good, as you can see from the stash over there. And the shiver supply was plentiful. I've done good business. It's just it's taken its toll on me. Without whatever she did, and he points at Aevus, I don't know how much longer I had.
You're welcome.
I don't know who I'm afraid more of, you or her.
There's a lot of things in this world you should fear.
What will you do once we leave?
Pack up, perhaps sell as much of this stuff as I can, and try and lay low till it all blows over. I can go back to selling.
And your lackeys here will keep their yap shut about us?
They have no idea, really. They'll do whatever I tell them. In fact, I'll be taking them with me, so I'll keep a firm hand on them. We got a place across town we can hole up in till this blows over. The nightmare plague, they're calling it. Imagine that. Not a physical disease, but a disease of the mind. Or perhaps it is physical. What do you know about it? Other than the effects that you guys have seen, people, you really don't spend your nights mixed in amongst people who are going through what these people are going through. But you've seen the effects of it, and you know that the rate of death has increased in the Marsh District as of late. But this is the first you're hearing it called the Nightmare Plague by somebody.
Yeah, we need to get a deacon and get into that temple.
Well, you can get into the temple. I just don't know about the Guardians. But yeah, if you ever want to find a deacon, yeah, there's they all hang out in the night market. You tell them they have these like a hooked sickle. It's a sickle that they kind of can flick out, and it comes to a full length. It's like their weapon. They call it a spider leg sickle. If you see,
they're the ones that have the passwords for the critters, right?
Yeah, they'll know how to bypass whatever guards their temple.
I think
it
we
is
have a path.
It's if you want to search for it above ground, because I know it is. In fact, it's a house. It's definitely, without a doubt, east of here, and There's a lot of old buildings, so it's hard to say. It's along the wall. That's all my guys knew. They would never actually go into the temple. They would get met with the supply of shivers until the deacons started bringing it. But yeah, you can definitely access it via the tunnel, or maybe you could find it on your own. Outside of that, you could also maybe try to grab one of the deacons. Generally travel in pairs, and they're sorcerers, so be careful. They're not gilded sorcerers.
What? Using magic and not licensed? Who would do such a thing?
Yeah.
I think we know where we need to go.
I think you know my secret as well, so.
It'd be hypocritical for us to reveal that to others.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sell as much shiver as I possibly can, gather up all these items here for sale, and I'm going to head out, lay low until all this blows over. Of course, you have me at a disadvantage. Were you bandits, you could just take whatever you wanted.
There's nothing magical in the room, right?
You going to check?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
They know we have magic, so I'll go ahead and magic.
All right. There is the there is a lingering effect on the blue parakeet in the brass cage. It's you can make a spellcraft check.
Yeah, and it's located in, like you said, it was like a crate, like near one of the beds.
Yeah, it's sitting on top of one of those tables. Probably got knocked off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you describe how there was a lot of just stuff in there, like a lot of good looking stuff in there?
Yeah, there was. The tables of this chamber hold all manner of bartered items, from lanterns and mirrors to candlesticks and jewelry. Together, these mundane items are collectively worth about 300 silver smaragds, if anybody does an appraisal. Items of a more substantial individual value include a large jar of pulled gold teeth, 3 silver holy symbols of Arth, a phrenologist kit, which is it's almost like a doctor's kit for measuring skull sizes and dimensions. It's kind of a strange pseudoscience. There's the blue parakeet in a bronze cage. There's a golden holy symbol of Ita. And you also, if you're searching through it, somebody's going to find a small brass key hidden above the false cabinet that opened up to the door. There's also treasure beyond a trap. It's a secret stash. That's where the effect on the blue parakeet is moderate necromancy. You get a spellcraft check will let you know that it's a simulacra for a curse.
simulacra for a curse.
A focus for a curse.
Oh, a focus for a curse.
Yeah, simulacra is more of a doll, whereas this is kind of like a representation of something.
So this is what's bringing the curse in?
Probably not. This is there's a bar nearby your house, Arthur, called the Blue Canary.
Yeah, and I know it was stolen. It was stolen from there, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and weren't they looking for it?
They were.
They might look at me favorably if I brought this back.
Also, you guys check the rest of this place out. I'll get rid of the line of sight. And there's a little back chamber. After a little bit of intimidation or coercion, he gives up his secret stash. But there's also a trap in there. There's like a pit trap that drops down 3 floors into kind of like a jagged pit of junk. So he deactivates that trap, and then there is some items that he'll gladly give up for his life. And there is a considerable amount of magic present.
Yeah, after we pocket that parakeet,
Yeah.
we'll investigate that.
Are you taking any of the other items?
All Arthur really needs is the parakeet. If the rest of the party wants the rest of it, then sure.
I think Asami rolled the praise check. That was half me.
Yeah, the you think all the junk and stuff like that, it's probably about 30 or 40 pounds worth of stuff. You could probably get 300 silver smaragducks for. There's also 30 silver smaragducks kicking around, 100 bronze eagles, 10 gold rilks. The copper holy symbol of Ita is worth 100 silver smaragducks because it's consecrated. And if it was in fact Aevus who did it.
I imagine Aevus takes it.
Yeah, she does. The golden holy symbol of Arth there's 3 of them, and they're worth 250 silver smaragducks apiece. There's a golden holy symbol of Mog, which is the spider god, and that's worth 150 silver. The phrenologist kit is worth 50 silver pieces. It's a leather doctor's bag, contains all the accoutrements a phrenologist needs to measure skulls. This kit contains several metal skull calipers of various sizes, a labeled chalkware bust of a humanoid head, and number charts of skulls of various species. Gives you a knowledge arcana check if you are looking at the phrenology occult skill unlock. I don't think anyone's.
Put something like the party sheet.
And there's also 40 doses of shiver.
I think the holy symbol for the spider god might come in handy should we have a need for it. Not that we're gonna worship him, but
Yeah, I feel like the holy symbols in general, because they're worth a lot, is good to have.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll just put it all on there, and you guys can.
Yeah, and you said there was a lot of magical stuff.
Yes. Beyond. In his secret
More
stash. And he gives that
More
up.
importantly, what was the XP haul?
Yeah, you guys are good. I think you guys have leveled up.
ooh,
I would hope so. We needed only 700.
But there's actual magic items. So, let's do the experience points first.
I think we leave the shiver with them, just so they can
Sure.
sell it and just so they could sell it and get out of here and not feel like they're being left with nothing.
Okay. So bing, bing,
Because
bing, bing.
I imagine the shiver. Yeah, they could sell for a good amount though. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's a level.
Yeah, that's a level. Okay, so
How do I do this?
you got to open up modules in the library. Open up modules and scroll down to Pathfinder.
Oh, I got a feat.
PFRPG - class and archetypes. Click on that.
I'm sorry, that was
Okay, so
scroll down to
into the library on the far right hand side of the room.
PFRPG class and archetypes. You said?
Yep, that one there. And then you want to open up classes. And then I think you want to type in Ranger. And then regular Ranger, just open up your character sheet and drag the little dolmen icon over to the where it says classes on your character sheet.
Strange. I don't see a regular ranger. I see everything but that.
Okay, you should see. I just typed in Ranger on the search bar.
Oh, there it is.
It should be the very first one.
All right, now drag it where?
Onto your character sheet. Let's see here. You should see Ranger 6. If you drag it right onto there on the front of the sheet, it should say Ranger 7 when you release it.
Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, 1 second.
All right, we haven't had magic items for a while. So there it is.
There we go.
All right, awesome. Then you have to do other extra things like your skills and your hit points and all that stuff extra, any feats and stuff like that. That just ups the bare bones, like your savings throws and your attack bonuses and stuff like that. All right, so the magic treasure. There is an actual spell scroll of restoration, full restoration. Not greater restoration, but restoration. There is a lesser talisman of danger sense. What a lesser talisman is, you can use it one time, and then it triggers as an immediate action, and it triggers an effect. This one is Anticipate Peril, which is a spell. Creature affected by Anticipate Peril gains a preternatural sense of danger. The first time during the spell's duration that the target has to make an initiative check, the creature adds an insight bonus equal to the spell's caster level. So you can choose when to use these. They don't automatically go off the first time. There is a lesser talisman of freedom. There's a lesser talisman of good fortune, a lesser talisman of sealed summons, and a lesser talisman of warrior's courage. I'll put those in the party sheet. These are actual magic items, and he's going to keep his gold, if that's okay with you, unless you're going to rob him outright.
We'll leave him with the We'll leave him with the shiver and leave him with his gold.
Okay, he had 600 silver smaragds squirreled away back there too.
Yeah, we're not barbarians here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming you guys are going to sell some of that other stuff like the gold teeth and blah, blah, blah. It works out to be 335 silver smaragds. So, or 330 silver smaragds.
Yeah. We'll sell that off. We'll leave them with the shiver. We'll leave them with the silver so they actually can, like, make a decent amount and get out of here.
Yeah. Mosely says that these talismans, he's been collecting them from shiver users. They've been coming out of the dream world with these things. So they might be more powerful wherever they're coming from. He's just been kind of collecting them. He was gonna try to make a deal with a fence called Nemia of the Dusk on Street of the Gods. They haven't been able to come up with a price or a meeting time, and he's been out of sorts. So he hasn't really had a chance to sell them. But they're legitimate. And you know he knows because you know he's also got some sorceress ability. and that people have been waking up with these items after going through whatever they go through, especially the ones who use the shiver. And then, of course, because they've run out of money, they come here and trade these. So those are the talisman. The scroll, he tells you that there was a priest of Mog that came around here looking for Myra Lombroso, and him and his men managed to take him out. Obviously, you guys are more powerful than he was. He was from the original Church of Mog, not the cult. The offspring. Mog Lothar is an important. That's the idol that they worship, or the offshoot of the spider god. Some sort of form of the spider god. That's who they worship. They don't worship just plain old Mog, which is the popular everyday spider god that's been on the street of the god for hundreds of years. Made appearances in numerous Fritz Lieber stories. This is sort of some sort of offshoot cult, but the creature is called creature or god or whatever is called Mog Lothar. That's who they venerate.
All right. Well, I think we have a plan for next time after we level up
Yep.
and rest.
Yeah, definitely. You guys can rest, level up. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was currently doing that right now because I have a lot I got to do.
Yeah, for sure. I'll leave the
All spellcasters here.
I'll leave the room up. I'll let you guys look over the actual magic items too. It's not too often you get magic items. Keep in mind that these are one use kind of magic items. They're almost like
The talismans.
they're almost like scrolls. In the description, it might make it seem like the first time that it happens, the talisman kicks in on its own accord. I'm going to let you guys choose when you want the talisman's effect to take place. And keep in mind, too, that these are from... They have a different energy about them. If you've got knowledge of the planes with a high knowledge arcana score, you can maybe discern some of the energy.
Yeah, I just finally put a point into knowledge of the planes so I can try to discern that
Okay,
stuff.
there's a high knowledge of the planes. And then arcana, is that?
Yeah.
Oh, you want Arcana too?
If you have it.
I rely on Luna for that.
Yeah.
If we have both of those.
Yeah, okay. Well, Luna's rocking. It's some kind of it's another dimension. These are from someplace else. Probably this this pocket of it's either a pocket of nightmares that seems to be overflowing into Lankhmar, this waking world, and there seems to be a connection with this drug. So these items might actually be from there and came over. The same as the Paginarum Lethargica and the Clavis Somnus. That's the book and the key. So maybe the passage of some items has opened up some kind of door or some sort of dimensional bleed through that's affecting the better part of the Marsh District at this point.
Seems like we're gonna have to go in.
Nothing for it. But they're definitely less powerful in the waking world. But they're still valuable and useful. And that's actual, the Scroll of Restoration is an actual Scroll of Restoration. Full value. It's worth a lot of money.
Especially if we need it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I'm gonna let you guys level up and such. I'm gonna cut the recording.
For spells, where do we grab those from?
You want to take them from modules.
Okay.
You want to scroll down to PFRPG-spellbook,
Okay. Perfect.
and then it should have all the spells in there.
Yeah, I need some help with mine.
If you do spells from there, it already has the effects baked in. We don't have to make up an effect for it. Do you get a spell, Keith?
No, I'm not sure how to put points in what.
Okay, so let's see here.
I'll probably do it next time.
I think we've got mostly the spells that you want to have. What we do is you get 2 spells now. So on the bottom of the sheet, you'll see on the actions tab on the bottom of the sheet, you'll see a plus and then a minus, then a mode where it'll say preparation, combat, or standard. If you click on preparation, it tells you what spells you can toggle spells to pick them.
It comes up the weapons, and
So you want to click off of click the mode to preparation, and then you can click which spells you want to have use. So
there's nothing near.
When you click the combat, it clears everything. There we go. And then standard, that just shows you everything that you have. That's the one to keep going for the normal play. Then preparation, like say you wanted to.
There's only one button that says weapons, and
Yeah,
that's it.
so you don't want combat. You want standard, you want preparation. That's where it should be right now.
Yes.
So what you want to do is, like, say you wanted to do a cure light wounds. You wanted to prepare cure light wounds for the day. You would just tick that, and then maybe Magic Fang, you would tick that. And that would kind of highlight those 2 spells. And then when you go over to standard or combat, then you'll see cure light wounds and Magic Fang. And then, when you go to standard, it'll have a little box beside those 2. That's how you know that those are 2 or the ones that you've selected. So what I'll do is I'll give you guys an overnight rest too, and I'll clear out all your injuries. Where's the rest on this one now? Oh, there we go. Menu. Rest. Overnight rest. There we go. And we'll clear up all your injuries too while I'm thinking of it, if there is any left. Okay.
I have a lot I gotta add.
Big level for you, Arthur?
No, it's just
It's
relatively, yeah.
A lot of little things.
I got a few spells. Did I got that's the wrong feature. A few spells, a feat, some class features. Just gonna add some things.
Cool.
Do people in the city know I'm a wizard?
Yeah.
Is it a problem?
Word's getting
Is it a
out.
problem?
It's not a problem. It's not a problem right now.
It's not a problem yet.
Not a problem yet. The people who, like the general people, the normal people, don't really know. You know for sure that there's one dude that knows. He seems pretty powerful. His name's Malagreaves, and he seems not to be fucked with. He was the guy that has like a Mordecai's mansion. That that offered you guys
Right.
a potential chance to join the guild. You guys seem like you're potentially worthy candidates. So if you like getting 6th and 7th level and you're just about to join the guild, yeah, there's probably some real and he's like maybe top 3, top 4. There's probably some real beasts in there. But there's probably only, in the whole of Lankhmar, which is 250,000 people, there's maybe 250 people that use magic total. And you guys are included in that, as are the 100 or so sorcerers who are members of the guild. So, there's been some public spellcasting, but it's not been crazy over the top in the middle of giant crowds or anything like that. So, like the average normal person, if you walked up to them and told them you were a wizard, they would just kind of chuckle at you, unless you turned them into a frog or something like that.
Okay.
People know that wizards exist, and they're fearful of the actual sorcerers, but unless you're actually working as a sorcerer in the Sorcerers Guild, you're probably trying to keep it under your hat, like this guy and you guys. But you kind of, sort of, have that unsanctioned, sanctioned. It's kind of, it reminds me of the scene where the Joker bursts into the room and says that he's holding tryouts. He breaks a pool cue in two. It's kind of like that. This is kind of like the proposal that you guys had. Your group is trying out against these other groups. In Malagry's mind, anyway. Whether you've got other intentions or not, that's between all you guys. But you could, you're probably getting fairly close to being invited to being guild members, provided you take care of these clowns. If that's something that you're interested in.
I'm picking my spells based on, like, my character being a bit nutty.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah. Fire shield. Like, come attack me. I'm on fire.
Well, you just saw Asami light people on fire.
Oh, yeah.
I insulted them and they just lit on fire. I don't know how that happened.
That's on a wicked tongue. Okay, so how do I put points into certain attributes that I need?
Okay, so you want your skills picked out, right?
Yeah, I had the issue with this. There's a little lock at the top of the page. You gotta click that.
Yeah, you got to unlock it.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the top of the character sheet, you'll see the Paizo symbol.
It just locked itself again.
Yeah, that was me. I was just opening it up.
Oh.
I'm going to drop off. I'll take care of my character next week. Next time.
All right, Alex, take it easy, my
We'll
friend.
Talk to you later. All right.
So you want to, let's see here. You want to go to skills, if we're doing your skills.
Yeah.
Okay. So all you do is just increase, like say climb. You want that to be 7. Just make the 6 to a 7.
Okay, gotcha. I'd like to increase acrobatics, I think.
Sure. Put 1 point in that.
Okay, I'm clicking on the +4, nothing.
Okay, so what you want to do is, you see where it says ranks? Under climb it says 6. If you want to put 1 rank in acrobatics, just type in number 1 there.
Or add to whatever the ranks are in it.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have any ranks in it. So you want to, you just want to type in, and there you go. Perfect. That's all you do. I think you get 6 for being a ranger. You're human? No, you're an elf. Okay,
Elf,
so 6 for being a ranger, and then what's your intelligence? Okay, so you get 7 in total. So you can increase
Favorite class.
Yeah. Plus favorite class, yeah, unless you want to take an extra hit point. So it'd be 8 or 7. It's up to you. So what you do is you go down and put all those in. And then I think you get a feat this level.
Okay.
So probably like let's see here. You have boon companion, point blank shot, precise shot, rapid shot, weapon finesse. I'd probably go with something like maybe deadly aim or something to increase your damage.
I wanted to be able to use 2 weapons in melee whenever they get
Okay.
too close.
Yep.
So what
there's
can I
a
do
feat
with that?
called 2-weapon fighting.
All right.
And let's
So I
see.
got to go to feats.
Yep.
There might be prerequisites for it. Is
Yeah.
that true? Or
He has it. Yeah, he's got a dexterity
Okay.
of 19, so he's
Okay.
good.
Got
Okay, where's feats at?
So at the bottom of the, whenever you're doing a character, those little menus off to the side of the room on the right-hand side, those are the ones that you want to access. So you can click open feats, and I can just put it on your sheet for you if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
2-weapon fighting. There we go. 2-weapon fighting. So basically, if you use 2 light weapons like your rapier and a dagger, both attacks are at -2. So I'll fill out all that in for you afterwards. I'll make new attacks for you.
All right.
So just finish up with your skills. Put in what you want to put in.
Okay.
Don't think there's anything else that you really need to do other than hit points are automatic, I think. What we do in this game is we roll hit points. If it's more than the average, then you get the extra hit points.
Okay.
I don't know who's still here to roll or anything like that. Anybody wants to?
Hi.
Yep, so you get 1 extra hit point.
That's what that funny little D4 was.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so you got max hit points. Okay, and Ray got 6. If you want, it's a D10 for Rangers, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Roll a 10-sided dice. If you beat,
Me?
yeah.
Try to beat a 6. 'Cause
beat a
6
6.
is the average.
6 is the average. You get a 7, 8, 9. You get extra hit points. The bottom of the screen, bottom left of the game room, you see the dice lined up.
Mm-hmm.
Just pick one up,
Yeah,
grab
I
it.
thought I clicked on it.
You have to kind of hold it and then drag it into the chat tray. There you go. Oh, okay, so he gets average, so everything stayed the same. And you can do the same for Midnight, too, if she gets an extra hit dice.
Okay.
I think
So
she
do it
probably
for her?
does. I'd have to look on Animal Companion. Some levels they gain and sometimes they don't. Let me see here. Yeah, we might as well do this now. Let's see. At 7th level, they don't gain any hit dice or hit points. BAB stays the same. Fort stays the same. Reflex skills stay the same. Yeah, everything stays the same.
Okay.
Next level, she gets a hit dice, and she gets another point to her attack, and some more skills and feats. All right, well that was easy. Let's see, what else do you need to do here? We got skills. We got 2-weapon fighting. I'll make you 2 tabs for rapier and dagger, I'm assuming.
Okay.
And then, or unless you want to go like 2 daggers or
2 rapiers would be cool.
2 rapiers would be cool. All right, cool. You can
Yeah.
do that. I think that's pretty much it once you've done your skills. All right, cool.